Hello my friends, welcome back to the barn. I thought I would introduce you to the alpacas today, and possibly Mindy, who is a llama, but she's frowning at me from the other side of the barn right now, so perhaps you'll get to meet her afterwards. But right in front of your screen, you can see my Linda, and my Linda is a Wakea alpaca. There are only two breeds of alpacas, and they are Wakea and Surrey, and they come from South America. That's right. Are alpacas vertebrates or invertebrates? Do you have a backbone or do you have an exoskeleton? What do you think? Alpacas are vertebrates. They have a backbone. You can see Quaddy poking her nose out from underneath of my Linda's chin there. Hi. Alpacas are very, very soft. They have wonderful fleece that I like to spin and turn into yarn for making lovely hats and sweaters and shawls. And because we're coming through winter, they grow most of their fleece during the winter time. And so pretty soon it will be time to shear them. Oh, so nice. So nice. And Coco's very sweet too. Some interesting facts about alpacas. We actually have to trim their teeth, often once a year. Their teeth grow like your fingernails and your toenails grow. Isn't that interesting? And so we have to give their teeth a trim so that they don't get to be too long. Alpaca babies are called cria, and the males are studs or geldings, and the females are just females, or just called alpacas. They communicate with each other by stomping, humming, sometimes spitting. But for the most part, they're really just lovely, quiet creatures who are just very pleasant to be around. Right? Can you see how they're all sort of bunching together? Let me see if I can show you how everyone's sort of smushed together over here on the other side of the barn. Can you see that? Sort of. When they're not sure about things, Andy, when they're not sure about things, they like to all bunch together because it keeps them safe. Now, I do have to be careful where I'm standing because every now and then alpacas will kick. And so Quaddy's she's very large, but she's a really good girl, and she doesn't kick very often. But I always, whenever I'm handling them, I always try to stay closer to the front end and not so close to their back leg where they could kick me. It's very windy outside today, and so the alpacas are acting a little bit foolish in the barn. They have the chance to go outside if they choose, but often on a really windy day, they decide to stay in the barn. All right, let's see if we can introduce you to Mindy. Usually she's a little pushier than she is today, and so I'm quite surprised that she hasn't come over to say hello. So let's move over to her. Excuse me, my friends. Here we go. Here we go. Hi, Mins. Can we just put this over here and you won't knock it down? There's Mindy. So you can see Mindy and my Linda. Oh, and there's a little bit of spitting happening over there, some foolishness. There's Mindy. So what are some differences that you can notice between alpacas and llamas. There goes Mindy. Oh, Mindy, come here. Will you come over? She says, no, I am not a performer today. How about if we do this? There we go. There's Mindy. Mindy is a lot bigger. Look, Holly's looking over Mindy's shoulder there. So Mindy's a lot larger than the alpacas. Mindy's fleece is not as soft as the alpacas. Llama fleece is a little coarser, which means that if you put it next to your skin, it would feel a little scratchier. But I still think that it's quite lovely, and I love Mindy's color. Mindy's gray, and she's the only gray animal that we have in the barn. We have quite a few lovely brown alpacas, and one white and two who are sort of a lovely beige color. But Mindy is a beautiful gray, so I really like spinning Mindy's yarn. So what else is different between llamas and alpacas? Their ears are shaped differently. Can you see Mindy's ears? Mindy's ears are back right now. So Mindy is telling me that she's not impressed with what I'm doing, and that's okay. Mindy actually has a very important, hello. Mindy has a very important role in the barn. Mindy is the guard animal of our herd. Oh, and she's gonna steal my gloves. That's nice. Is that my glove? Yeah, that's my glove. That's okay, you can have it if you'd like. So Mindy's trying to push me out of the way because she doesn't want me in here with my strange device that's recording all of her friends. She's not quite so sure, but that's okay. So the alpacas are herd animals, which means they like to all stay together. Llamas are typically more independent, and they're not raised for their fleece. They're raised to be pack animals, or in this case, to be a guard animal. So if the alpacas are out in the field grazing, and a coyote or another predator came along, then there's a very good chance that Mindy would be able to chase the predator away. So I told you before that alpacas are very quiet and curious, but llamas are not necessarily so quiet. And as I said, she's quite independent. And if she's not pleased with something that we're doing, then she lets us know. So there you have it, my friends. And that's Holly that you can see over there beside Mindy. And I don't know if you can hear the wind outside, but it's quite wild. Mindy, did you want to say see you soon? Mindy. Mindy, can we see your pretty face? Thanks for visiting the barn today, my friends. Until next time.